Swing and a miss. The Mets win the ball game. The Mets once again win on opening day with a final of 7-11. What an offensive game this was. We're talking about Paul Skeens versus Freddie Peralta. Paul Skeens pitched 2 1/3 inning. Didn't even get through the first inning. But he, his center fielder didn't help him with some balls that they don't show as errors, but should have been caught, 2 of them. Both turned out to be a double and a triple, bases clearing triple. And Freddie Peralta, who you expect to give up a 2-run home run, settled in, but his line ends up being 4 runs in 5 innings. So let's go Mets. The Mets are officially 1-0 in the regular season. And we all know that the Mets lost their last game last year. Just adding a little animation there. You see the little animation above? The Mets lost their last game last year. And, it was a tough... I'm going to officially turn off the TV here. Officially turn off the TV, take off the AirPods, hear myself. My post game is going to be my post game, my reactions from the game. Look, the Mets lineup, I was really impressed by them. What they came from last year, I mean, I watched that last game of the year. The Mets collapsed. Similar to, they just needed to win. And the Reds lost. Kind of like 2007. 2007. Last day of the year. 2008. And 2025, the Mets collapsed after being 21 games over 500. So I understood why you couldn't bring the same core back. Oh, let's run it back. Can't. I agreed with it. Brandon Nimmo, for me, I liked him, but his defense, look. Pete Alonso, I wanted him to stay. Things happen. It's the business. Now, Edwin Diaz, for me, it ends up being $2 million. It could be whatever excuse. Look, you left. I'm a little more angry in the sense of, like, I can't root for him at all. I can root for Nimmo or Alonso, surprisingly. And they were homegrown Mets, too. That plays a factor. Edwin Diaz came to the Mets via trade. So, and this is where I get a little angry, too. That season where Edwin Diaz pitched in the World Baseball Classic, was it 2023, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, 2023. Him arguably getting injured that year and missing the whole season, arguably, because the Mets had expectations in 2023. Him arguably not making it to pitch because he got injured in the celebration of the Puerto Rico win. But players, it's all good there. They get their pay, they're good. But sometimes they leave. So I believe all of you understand that point. Like, I'm a little disappointed by something like that. You left, you went to the Dodgers. Very well. I can't root. I'm not going to hate on you, but I can't root for you. I'm rooting for Alonso and Nimmo. But look, from the beginning of this game, Lindor walked. Did Soto walk? Let me go to the box score real fast. I think Soto walked. Let me go really, really fast. Mets win 7-11. Okay, Soto in the first inning. I'm going to give you really fast. Okay, Soto in his first at bat. Soto singled, excuse me. Bo Bichette sacrifice flied because Lindor went first to third. Okay. But we're talking about good at bats. Good at bats. Brett Beatty, good at bat. Luis Robert Jr., good at bat. Polanco, good at bat. Bichette, Lindor. We're talking about Paul Skeens got up on a lot of these hitters 0-2, 1-2, 2-2. And he just couldn't put them away because they kept fouling the pitches away. Who else? Marcus Semien. Really good at bats. So I was really impressed. Now, the pitching, Peralta wasn't sharp, but look, it's opening day. Some pitches are sharp, some are not. It's opening day, he got the W. He did enough to give the Mets a win. Tobias Meyer was awesome. He gave up 1 run, but he was awesome. What a way to start for Schwarber. Uh-oh. Star Wars, I'm going to get to that before we finish. You know, I was impressed. Carson Benz later hits a home run. They knock out Paul Skeens fast. The pitching, not a good start for Rico Garcia, but he finished it off. So Devin Williams doesn't have to come in. But let's look at the stats. The Mets, they struck out 10 times in the game. They walked 9 times. So, and some of them were just 4-pitch walks, but you still got to lay off. Some of them were hard-fought battles. Soto was 2 for 4, a walk, an RBI, already off to a better start than last year. Bichette, look, he had the biggest at-bat in the game because of the first at-bat. Sacrifice fly off of Skeens. He could have struck out, which he then struck out 3 times in a row after that. So tough, but Polanco was solid, 2 walks. Robert Jr. was solid, a walk, 2 hits, an RBI, 2 RBIs. Brett Beatty, an RBI triple, 3 RBI triple. Struck out twice. Simeon, 2 for 5. You know, Benj, 2 for 3. 2 walks. Oh, excuse me, 1 for 3. Alvarez hits a bomb of a home run. So, 2 home runs for the Mets in the game, but they were really impressive. Really, really impressive. Like, I was impressed with the lineup. I was impressed with the way that they fought. And if that's a foreshadow of the things to come, this is going to be a good Mets season. We pray, we hope that the players stay healthy, that they stay well, they stay okay, because there's some things that are just out of your control. But, hey, shout out to the Mets. Big win. The Mets are off tomorrow, Friday, so we won't be here. However, Saturday, the Mets have a 4:10 game. As of now, I won't be able to live stream that game. Neither the Sunday game. The Sunday game, I believe I can do a little bit of that game. But then the Monday game. Look, it's going to be really tough. The day games, I'm going to give this right now, just before we finish the live stream, because that's my reaction. I'm really impressed with the hitters. I'm really impressed with, you know, how they handled it. And I'm excited. And it's one game. But I was impressed with so much. The only thing I would say, but Bichette struck out 3 times. He just was anxious because he struck out 3 times on pitches that I'm like, ah. But I don't really have nothing bad to say about how impressed I was with the Mets in this game. I'm gonna take a quick look at the Mets schedule really fast. I'm gonna take a quick look. And off the top of my head, I'm going to be able to give you an idea of, you know, what I'm going to be able to do schedule-wise. And this doesn't mean I'm not going to live stream other games, because I will be live streaming other games, other teams. My desire is to do every Mets game. But, for example, okay, let's go with the Mets. So we did the home opener. Tomorrow they're off. Saturday, I don't believe I'll be able to do that game. On on Sunday, they start at 1:40. I will be able to do a part of that game. Not a little bit, maybe a few innings. The next game, they play St. Louis. I will be able to do that game. The next day, Tuesday, I won't be able to do that game. Now we're going to cross into April. Next Wednesday, I will be able to do that game. Then this is where it gets tough. But I believe I'm going to be doing all 3 of these games. All 4 of these games, excuse me. No, 3 of them. Because then Thursday, April 2nd, 9:45 Eastern Time. I could do that game. Friday, 10:15 Eastern Time. I could do that game. Saturday, 9:05 Eastern Time. I could do that game. Sunday, 4:05. That one's going to be the tricky one. They're off the Monday. Then they're back home for some home games. And some of those are going to be tricky. But look, I am going to be here covering the Mets, giving my reactions, giving how I feel for the games. And I am extremely excited. Extremely excited. Let me take a quick look at the comment I got from Star Wars. What a way to start for Schwarber. Let me see what Schwarber did here. Let's see what Schwarber did. Let me go here. Okay. MLB. I'm going to check what Schwarber did really fast. So Kyle Schwarber, I'm guessing he hit a home run. I'm guessing Kyle Schwarber hit a home run. And the summary, it is, yep, Kyle Schwarber home run. Let's look at his home run now so I can react to it, Star Wars. Hold on. I'm going to watch it live and react to it live. Eesh, that's crushed. Crushed to Apo Taco for Schwarber. Let's go for the Phillies. Look, hey, no, let's go for the Phillies. I'm a Mets fan. But, hey, folks, it's been an absolute pleasure to be with all of you. I'm a Mets fan. I've been a Mets fan for most of all my life, since as long as I can remember, 1998. The Robin Ventura, if that was 1998 or 99. The Robin Ventura walk-off grand slam that turned out to be a single. 99, the Piazza home run to tie the game versus the Braves. 2000, making the World Series against the Yankees, losing. And a lot of hard moments, but I've been a Mets fan, and this is the first time I've ever done this as a Mets fan. Live streaming games. I wish I could do every game. Soon I'm going to be getting paid to do this. Soon. I really believe that. Soon I'm going to get to a point where I will be able to do every Mets game. But for now, I can't. But I hope all of you enjoy. Leave your comments. Leave your feedback. And this is it, folks. Let me finish off with this. Let's go, Mets. Let's get it. Game 1, we're 1-0. And to everybody on TikTok, on Twitch, on YouTube, all of you, let's go, Mets.